The Independent National Electoral Commission has set November 21 for the conduct of the Kogi governorship election and December 5 for the Bayelsa governorship election. These elections would serve as the first test for the new leadership of the Commission. My guest is the acting national chairman of INEC. To have you join us on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke. Well, we are moving forward from the last concluded 2015 general elections to the upcoming ones. INEC now focuses on how much corrections or lessons the Commission has learned from the lapses of the last election. At the forthcoming governorship elections in Kogi and Bayelsa states would be significant in many ways, aside from being the first test of popularity between the ruling All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party after the general elections. It would show how much correction the Commission has made from the lapses of the last election. Well, I will be speaking to the chairman of the Commission in the interview segment. But over here, what are the challenges confronting the Independent National Electoral Commission ahead of the Kogi and Bayelsa governorship elections? Take a listen. The Independent National Electoral Commission is set to hold the first in a series of staggered governorship elections across the country. Kogi and Bayelsa states will kickstart the process in the last quarter of 2015. Political parties have started the process that will lead to the emergence of their candidates for the election. As for the election management body, the process that will lead to a credible election has already begun.
We are going to really sit up and prepare well for the elections. We have our processes that we've been embarking on, having constant meetings with the regs and ensuring that we've procured all the materials we need. Luckily, we have some materials from the 2015 elections, so there shouldn't be any problem in terms of preparations. But we need to add, increase and improve the processes, especially in the area of sourcing, recruitment and training of ad hoc staff.
However, there are some contending issues before the Commission. There are only 2 national commissioners and the chairman is still in acting capacity. The House of Representatives is already expressing concern on the implication of the vacancies if the elections go ahead without them being filled.
The tenures of the national commissioners of INEC have expired as of 10th August 2015, save for 2 of the commissioners, and that the tenures of most of the resident electoral commissioners have expired. Concerned that there may be legal issues on the activities of the Commission on account of the vacancies existing in the said offices. The House is therefore invited to resolve to urge the President of Nigeria to set in motion the machinery to fill the top vacancies in INEC, particularly that of a substantive chairman, national commissioners, and resident electoral commissioners.
If it doesn't happen, it does not affect the conduct of the 2 elections. Because the commissioners are not INEC. They are part of INEC. They provide policy direction. All right? The institutional framework to conduct election and the mechanisms of election resides in the institution itself. What's important is that the institution has capacity to conduct elections. If you have the commissioners, fine. If you don't have the commissioners at that point in time, as important as it is to have those commissioners, but if you don't have them, it doesn't distract from anything.
Aside from the composition of the leadership of the Commission, one area that may be a source of distraction is the legal fallouts of the 2015 general elections, as the Commission is attending to election petitions across the Federation. There are also unresolved issues connected to the conduct of the 2015 general elections.
Coming from the 2015 general election, from the body language of what we saw on the INEC, there seems to be a very strong problem with regard to the voters register. Now, the issue of the card reader, if going to be used, the issue of the permanent voters card, if going to be used, and these are serious challenges that may put credibility problem on the election. So I don't know how INEC want to midwife this by ensuring that all of the needed